What is in a modern marketing system? Now, can you believe this is episode 100 of the Marketing for Owners podcast? Da, da, da! Yes, 100 and I'm still here. And I'm continuing. This is really, really good fun. By the way, in the edits, I apologise to Jennifer for wearing this colour shirt. I thought I'd give it a go for number 100. Don't tell me off. Anyway, back to that modern marketing system. So I harp on about you need email lists, you need this and that, but let me explain the basics, just the little process, and you can compare what you've got to see if you have a modern marketing system. So okay, step one, you need a presence. So you need a website. You've probably got a website, but is that website good enough? Is that website modern? Does it have a method of getting customers? We'll come to that. Number two, you need to be around on social media. You may not be as active as some, but you need to have profiles. They're there. People will look you up, put something on there, post something every now and again. You don't have to be super active. Just be alive, be present. There's your presence. Step two, you need to talk to potential customers. You need to do some customer profiling and you need to know exactly your typical customer persona or avatar. You only want to talk to people who are potential customers. Step three, you need to ask them permission to market. We're not going to do telesales to people who don't want to be telesaled. We're not going to send spam emails to people. We're not going to do any of that. We are going to ask them for permission. How do we do that? With a good quality website, we have a lead magnet. So we have something to offer the potential customer in exchange for their email. So we get them on there. Then we have autoresponders. We have email processes using a system such as Aweber that you write emails. You write them a welcome email, another email on day one, and one on day two, then maybe one on day 4, day 7, day 10, day 15, and you carry on. Don't forget, you only had to write that email once for the very first person. Once it's set up on an autoresponder, every single person that opts in to that permission marketing or that enter your email and name to get this box, they will get the same emails at those same intervals, whether they sign up at 3 in the morning, in the middle of the afternoon, while you're having a shower, while you're on holiday, while you're at work. This will happen auto-magically and it will continue. And those emails will be crafted in a certain way, but there's no great talent needed. Don't you worry, you don't need training. So you do that, and then these emails continue and continue and continue, and eventually, every now and again, you will make an offer. You'll explain what you do. Perhaps you are an agency, and perhaps you say 2 more spots have opened up. We can now accept new customers. First come, first serve. Please contact. Yeah. Once you've built that trust, so then you get their purchase. You get a purchase from them. They've bought once. Now, once they've bought, you are going to impress the heck out of them. Okay. You will give them that little extra. You will go above and beyond, doing things that your competitors will not do. You don't want, once they've bought something from you, you want them to buy again. You don't want them to ever consider going anywhere else. You want them to be like Apple's customers. Once they've bought that iPhone, then they buy an iPad, then they can change from their PC to a Mac, and then they're Apple forever, and they'll have everything. They'll have the Apple Watch, everything that Apple can throw out. Everyone's waiting for an Apple TV. Everyone knows it'll be expensive, but everyone wants to buy one. whether they're going to invent it and make it or not. That's what you want. It can be done. And then you want to turn them into a preacher. You want to ask them for referrals, tell them how to refer, reward them for referring, and then make them refer and encourage them and continue to reward them and continue to ask them. And that's it. So they go off, they refer people, people come to your website, they are your typical customer because your customers, will only refer you to people who are interested in talking and so on. They will get your lead magnet, they'll give permission, they'll get the autoresponders, they'll buy, they'll start referring, they'll send their customers who'll come to your website. And now you see, it's a system. Okay, your weekend challenge. Step 1, take out a piece of paper and a pen. Write down presence, and right next to it, website and social media. Next to that, I want you to write, in another column, decide whether your website is modern enough and whether it has a method, whether it has a method of lead capture, and when was it last updated. Next to the social media icons, I want you to list every social media profile you have, and then list the ones that you think you probably should have: LinkedIn, Twitter, Google+, and write them down as to be done. Step 2, potential customer profile. I want you to then write down, can you describe your perfect customer? Have you done it? Yes or no? Have you written out a 1-page description of your perfect customer? Yes or no? Step 3, permission. Lead magnet. I want you to write down then, do you have a method on the home page and every single page of your website to capture a customer's email address as a minimum in exchange for something, a course, an ebook, something, a lead magnet? Yes or no? Number 4, autoresponders. Do you have an autoresponder email service like Aweber, MailChimp, Infusionsoft, GetResponse, one of those? Yes or no? The next, how many autoresponder? How many and how long does that sequence run for? Be honest. Have you got any? If it's no, easy answer. If it's yes, how many? 3, 28, 52? More? How long does it run for? And that's all I want you to do, because once you've got that, then you can send them on to being a purchase and so on, and then on to referral. Your weekend challenge is to look at the bits that say no, and then to decide what you are going to do about it. All of the information's on the marketingforowners.com website. It's all free. Every single section. Use the search function there, or just work through podcasts, the post. There is information on how to do all of this. There is no excuse. It's dead simple. If you're really, really stuck, send me an email at info@marketingforowners.com. Just send me a message and tell me where you're stuck, and I'll try and point you in the right direction. I bet you thought I was going to sell you something. Episode 100? Nah, never. Anyway, that's it. I think you're going to have a fabulous weekend. I know I am. I'm going to see you next week.